Hello guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'll be showing you guys, and I'll be reviewing my boomerang, okay? I'll be telling you guys how I got it, how to use it, all that stuff. So, before I get started, today is my last day in Dominican, okay? I will be home tomorrow, as all of you guys know. And yeah, so make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and comment, and let's get into it. So my journey of my first boomerang began yesterday here in Dominican. I was with my grandma at a convention center in Dominican, Punta Cana, and we went into this gift shop and I found this boomerang. And so after I saw it, I asked her if I could buy it because I wanted to see if it would fly across and land right back to my hand. Well, she said no the first time. So then I was like, okay, because she thought it was lethal. So then I ended up waiting like a few minutes, and then she's like, okay, just buy it. So I did. And then when I got back, I ate lunch with my boomerang, okay? And then, after lunch, I tested it out on the beach to see if it would work, okay? And it was the first time I threw it, okay, it was like this. I threw it like this, not like this. And it didn't work, and so it was in the air for like a few minutes and then it fell down. And that's because this is designed as it's like a collectible, right? It's not used for throwing, it's used for decoration. So that's why it won't fly back. It's ridiculous, right? When you have something like that. So safety precautions is the next part of this, okay? So, in order to use a boomerang, you have to be very careful because a lot of people get hurt. And the number one safety precaution that I always have in this video, or vlog I should say, is to look around to see if there's any people nearby. Because recently there have been a lot of people who got hurt from boomerangs like these ones, and they don't even realize it. That's why I was trying to let you guys know about it, because I didn't know the same thing either when you guys were not around and I wasn't on YouTube. So I'm trying to let you guys know that boomerangs can be lethal, so just be careful about that, alright? If you see a boomerang, just don't throw it, okay? You may not know how priceless these things are. And to be fair, I'm not trying to hurt your guys' feelings or whatnot, but do not do this at home, okay? I tried it at my grandma's house and it would not fly back to my hand. So just don't. These are designed for decoration, okay? I tried it before, I know. So the next one would be how to use it, okay? So the boomerang itself is probably like 1,000 years old now. This thing was out for centuries, okay? This thing was out for a very long time. So the reason I say that is because this thing is like really, really old, and it doesn't have the proper throwing technology anymore. There's like a simple trick you have to learn to be able to throw something like this, and it is very hard to do. Now, in other words, I don't really mean that in a bad way, because these boomerangs are like really, really old. This is like a century old now. So these aren't the kind of throwing boomerangs that you see now. These are more like decorative pieces. They're not the kind of throwing you see now. So in order to truly believe in this boomerang, it's to just not throw it, because there is nothing good about throwing a boomerang. You could get a little bit of air out of this, but just doing all that would take a really long time. So just don't do it, because we don't need another accident, We don't need a lethal accident with this boomerang. Okay. How I got it was simple. Okay. So I think I have a lot of grandmas. One of them is Mugdi, which is my Najma's sister. Okay. My Najma is my grandma also. You guys may not really look at her, but she's my grandma, and she was the one who said no the first time. Okay. But my grandma Mugdi bought this one. So she was really kind enough to do that, and I got this, and yeah. So it really meant a lot for something like this to happen, because boomerangs don't always come back. Just be careful about that, okay? But you know, boomerangs are hard to throw, hard to catch, and hard to fly back to. Okay, so how do they fly back is the next part. The thing about that is that they don't fly back, as a matter of fact. If you had a real boomerang that could fly back and not a decorative piece, it could fly back. But a decorative piece will not fly back either way, because this isn't meant to be thrown. It's meant to be decorative. So that's why they tell you on the internet that it's not going to fly back to you, because some don't. And that's a true statement. I've actually watched a video yesterday about how that would happen. Like, it wouldn't fly back to you. It would just hit something. So just keep that in mind the next time you see this video. Okay? Boomerangs will not always fly back, because there's a simple trick you have to be able to do before you can master the whole thing. So there's other ways of throwing it, and I throw it like this, sometimes like this, okay? It can be used as a weapon, okay? So just don't try using this. Don't use this as a weapon, okay? Use it for safety precautions, okay? Don't throw this at anyone. Don't even occur to throw this at anyone, or don't even think about throwing this at anyone, okay? Boomerangs are meant for safety precaution and decoration. They're not used to be thrown with, okay? Just remember that. Okay. The rules about using a boomerang, which is part 5 or 6, is you have to see if there's any people on the beach, okay? That's the first thing you want to know before you throw something like this, because if you don't, then people will totally think that you're a weirdo and you don't think about what you do before you throw it. So I want to give you guys like a clear view about this, because I've experienced the same thing. And when I throw something at someone, they get upset. I'm just letting you know. So in this video, I'm not going to dive into too much, just because I've had a really weird day. And plus today's my last day here in Dominican anyway. So yeah. But that was the end of the video. And if you want to see some more of these, make sure to see my new boomerang video that just came out today, and I threw it in the ocean. And yeah, I'll see you guys later.